We've all been there. You ask ChatGPT to write email for you, and it does great job. But then you have to copy it, open Gmail, and hit send by yourself. That feels manual, right? Well, today's video we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna show you how to write a custom ChatGPT connector that allows ChatGPT to tap into Gmail API and can send and format email without ever leaving ChatGPT interface. If you're ready to turn your ChatGPT into truly autonomous agent, let's dive in. So I'm giving a prompt, send email to this email ID using tool and ask him to join a meeting. So he's looking for the available tools. It's calling the tool. Now it's asking for the permission. Let's send email. That's it. Your tool has been successfully called and email has been sent. Let's see the mailbox. Yeah, you can see I got the request from this mail, and this is the exact message that will show over there. This video will have three parts, and first part I will show you the setup for the Gmail API service, and then we will write MCP server from scratch using Python, and finally I will show you how to configure the newly created MCP server into the ChatGPT. So let's start. Go to the Google Cloud Console and then just click on this API services. And if you don't see this Gmail API, click on this create new service button and then search for the Gmail. Click on this Gmail API service. I already have enabled it, so you might see the button enable. So after enable, click on this manage and then look for the credential button. So you see the credential here. Since I already created the credential, but in order to obtain new credential, to click on this create new button and select the first option here. Select the desktop app from the drop down. Give the name to your app and then click on the create button. This will allow you to download the JSON file that we're going to use in our code to authenticate the Gmail. I already prepared the project with UV in it and installed these libraries, MCP, UVCon, and these are the Google libraries that are required to authenticate the Gmail API client. After installation, import these libraries, and of course we're gonna write MCP server. Do check my other videos where I have explained the simplest way to create the MCP server. Here we're gonna expose a send email method as a tool to our server. Okay, and in this send email, I'm gonna call this a prepare message method, and then we're gonna run our MCP server. So let's start writing with the code with the send email. So this send email, what it does, it get the message from this method we're gonna write shortly, and after getting this message we're gonna get the Gmail service. So I have written this in a separate module. I will explain shortly about the Gmail service. And after getting the service, we're gonna call this message send method, and I'm gonna send the user ID as a me and a body as the message that we prepared, and then we're gonna send this request. After getting the result, we're gonna return the success message. Okay, now let's write this prepare message. So prepare message does nothing. It just I separated out these lines of code to just for the more clarity, and we're gonna just pass these recipient, subject, and body here, and we're gonna prepare the message. This is the email message class that we import here for the email message. Okay, we're gonna set the body to recipient, and then we're gonna base encode it 64, and then we're gonna return it as a prepare message method here. Okay, so your send email tool is ready, and the next thing we're gonna do is start our MCP server. Okay, so in order to do that, in order to connect this to the ChatGPT, we need to like start the MCP server in a special way. Although you can just start this MCP dot start MCP dot run, but because we're gonna attach it to the ChatGPT, we need to run in a HTTP. Okay, so we need to create MCP dot stable HTTP app, because as I mentioned, we need HTTP app to connect to the ChatGPT. That's the requirement. And then we're gonna just uvcon.run. In standard way, we're gonna run the just mcp.run directly, but here we need like create an app and then run that app in the uvcon run. Here you can provide the host and the port id. Now let me explain this Gmail service. And as I mentioned, I wrote it as a separate module. So and the code over there is install these libraries, and it has like two methods. First is get email service, and another is get credentials. Okay, and this is like kind of the get credential method is reading the credential from the credential JSON file that we downloaded from the setup, and then it's called the build to return the service. And these are the libraries that we installed for this. And the credential part we're gonna need as like we're gonna load it through the credential.json file. After loading the credential file, we're gonna call this method. This is the line that actually open a browser and asks you to log it into your Gmail account to authenticate and return the token. And once you get the token, you're gonna save it in a token your JSON file. So in the next time when request came, if the token already exists, it won't ask you again to open a browser. Okay, and if some reason this token.json expired, then it will automatically refresh the credential for you. So this is how you get the credential, and after getting credential, we're gonna return the client. So this is all about the Gmail service, and already use it here in our send message because we need the service to send the message to the through the Gmail account. Our code is ready to use. Now let's start with the uv run main.py. So one thing you notice, it's running on this local host port on my server, on my local machine. In order to connect to the ChatGPT, we needed to run it on the public server. Like somewhere you can access this server or this MCP over the internet. In order to do that, what I have done is I am exposing this port as an external URL. So what I have used, so I have used NGROK to expose our local IP and port to the server. So once you do that, NGROK HTTP and pass this host header, it will open a command prompt where it will tell you the URL where this port will be exposed. Now let's run our app again. Now once you run that, now go back to the server. Now I can access my local running server over the internet through this URL. Okay. So in order to connect to the ChatGPT, our MCP server, we're gonna click on this setting. We need to enable this developer mode. I already enabled it. So go to the setting and then click on this apps, and you will see already enable this email client, but you might not see this option add mode. You need to click on this advanced setting, and once you that, you're gonna select this developer mode and you have to click it on. Okay, so after enabling this developer mode, you will see this create app button, and once you do that, create app, it will allow you to enter the name. So you can enter the email client or whatever the name you want to give to your tool, and then some description if you want. So the URL, I copied it, and you're gonna need /mcp. Don't forget it, otherwise it won't work. And we don't need authentication. We're gonna handle authentication our own, and select here this understand button and click on this create. So I'm gonna create email 3. All right. So you see this my email 3 is ready, and it's running on this URL. Now it is added as a tool to this ChatGPT. Now let's try to call this method. In order to see this connector in action, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to send email to this email address and ask him to giving this message, and also mentioning the tool that we just created, use tool email 3 to send this email. Okay, now let's test this. So it's finding the available tool as we mentioned here, and it's calling the tool. Now it will ask you permission to send this email. Okay, our tool is called and an email has been sent. I'm using custom email box like a dummy email ID here, and in order to view this mailbox you're gonna go to this mailinator.com, and I already open here, and you can see I already received this email. It's sending twice, but I had to check. But you see this message, it's the same that is sent through the ChatGPT, and it's gonna use my email address because the permission, the token access I have given to the through the my email ID. So that's it, folk. Thank you very much, and hope you like this video, and do subscribe for more such content.